Hello guys, Tyler is gone, and I have finally completed my dream of taking over the show. Today we will be testing products from Amazon.
Gary, what are you doing? Are you trying to take over my show?
Listen, you peasant, you have been gone for too long. The people don't like you anymore. This is my show now.
Really? So after everything I've done for you, this is how you're gonna repay me, by trying to steal my show?
Everything you've done for me, ? Look at my chest. There's a giant hole. All you've done for me is try to kill me.
Listen, Linda, whenever you signed the contract, you knew exactly what you were signing up for, and you knew that this stuff was probably gonna happen.
Listen here, you Walmart version of Project Farm. I never signed a contract. I'm calling Human Resources.
Alright, well, if you're at least gonna be calling Human Resources, at least make sure that you tell them this. Alright, now that he's taken care of, let's get the video started. Alright, obviously today we are going to be testing 5 products from Amazon, but before we get started I have 3 announcements. First announcement is that if you were one of the people that bought merch within the first 24 hours to get your name on the wall, your name is somewhere up here. Announcement number 2 is that we have a TylerTube Discord server, so you can join that. Announcement number 3, the biggest and probably the biggest one, is that if you guys watch the gaming channel, you know that I have recently started a Minecraft series over there, and I have created a TylerTube Minecraft server, so that way all of us that play Minecraft can play Minecraft together and hopefully have a good time. So the information for all of that stuff will be in the links in the description, so go check that out. Now let's get started. Alright, our first item is this, what's it called? The Rapid Peeler One Touch Electric Action. It says right here, speedy peeling, efficient and effortless, looking sharp, portable peeling. It's so easy. Peeling perfected. It shows a picture of a potato, but I think you should be able to peel everything. I have a potato and an apple that we're gonna try. So you should just be able to throw a potato or an apple in this thing and peel it. There looks like some extra blades, I don't know what that is. This is the thing. We probably don't need anything in there. It's a thing to plug it into the wall. I didn't know that was, look at that. I didn't know that was an option. I put batteries in it. Oh well, I guess we don't need this either. If you're looking at this, you can plug it into the wall or use batteries. So, okay. It's already got a blade on there. Right off the bat, I'm thinking that this is like probably not going to work that great and not be very like time efficient, but we'll see. These potatoes that I have really kind of suck. Let's go with this one. So I mean, it's pretty obvious. You just stab it on there. It's pretty funny that I'm the one saying that something's obvious. Put that in there, and we should be good to go. Oh, look at that. It actually whenever the arm comes down, the arm pushes the button and it turns itself off. That's pretty cool. I didn't think they would do that. I mean, it's a peeled potato. That works better than I thought. It doesn't get, hold on. It doesn't get the top and bottom. This thing looks like it might be able to be like adjusted or something. I don't know exactly what this thing does. Oh, that's how you break it. So I thought maybe this thing like would slide in and out or something. I guess not. That's just how you take it out. Not bad. I mean, I'm sure that's faster than peeling it yourself. Kind of misses the top and bottom, but maybe I'm gonna try to find a fatter potato. Maybe it'll get more of the top and bottom. I think this one's a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah, it's gonna miss the top again, but that's doing a really good job. This is better than what I expected. And then it stops itself. This is way better than I expected. My main concern was obviously with, we'll try a third one with one of these potatoes that I'm really questioning. That's kind of one. Anyway, what I'm worried about is, or what I was concerned about was, a lot of potatoes have like little divots and just like little imperfections on the surface. So if you're just dragging something across it and there's a little divot, I thought it would miss that. But at least on these last two, minus the top and bottom, it didn't miss anything, and it actually did a really good job. So I'm curious to try to find one that's like really like deformed and messed up and see how it handles that. This one is probably the most messed up. It has a nice divot here. So we'll try that, see how it handles that. Now let's see. Okay, so as I suspected, let me turn this around here. As I suspected, you can see that it missed this little spot right here where the divot was. So other than that, it does a good job. I guess you can't really expect it to be perfect and peel everything, but for what it is, I think that's pretty good, and I'm actually impressed with it. So I just realized that because of who I am as a person, I just completely forgot to do the apple. So stay up there. So we're gonna do the apple. And I'm gonna leave the sticker on it, just for fun. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's beautiful. That's perfect. And then you can just peel it off, eat it, or cut it up, or do whatever. So, works great with apples and potatoes. All right, our next product is a staple-free stapler. It says right here, no staples needed. It says it has some type of tab interlocking voodoo science technology, and apparently it can staple-free staple 5 sheets. So, get all that out of here. Oh, I bet that's where the little scrap pieces of paper go. So we have 2 sheets of paper here. We all know a regular stapler staples them just fine. Now, let's get 2 more sheets of paper. Let's see here. Really? You see, that technically that works, but, okay, let's do that again. Okay, technically it's stapled together, technically, but it takes almost no effort to pull it apart. Whereas the regular stapler still doesn't take a ton of effort, but that is, I know you can't feel the effort, but it probably takes about twice as much force to break this apart than it does this. What if you just did it twice? Even twice, that's still that's still less than what it takes to break apart something that's been stapled normally. Let's see here. 2 staples. Yeah, that's way stronger. Let's do it a bunch of times. Oh, that one didn't even work. Okay, so that's like 7 or 8. Now that's pretty secure, but I mean, that's also like 10 times the effort. That's pretty good. Let me give you guys a close-up of this so you can see what it means by tab, like interlock and all that stuff. So you can see what it's actually doing. Okay, so you can see here that it takes a little cutout here and folds it to the other side. And you can see it just folds it around to the back side and puts it through the same little slit. So it just kind of like origamis its way through there and holds the paper together. So I guess the next test, I have 5 sheets of paper. This thing, okay, right here on the side it says, paper thickness determines number of sheets which can be fastened. Fastening strength is not comparable to staples. If handle fails to return to its original position, pull up and up. So they say right on the thing that it's not comparable to staples. So that's fair. So that's exactly what I've been experiencing. I'm glad that they said that, because I was kind of thinking that they were trying to say that this was just as good as a stapler, but the fact that they acknowledge that it's not. So let's see if we can go through 5 sheets of paper. I mean, it did. Tab went through. If you were gentle with it, you could, I mean, it's going to hold the sheets together, but like, if you, look at me just prove myself wrong. I'm thinking, the situation I'm thinking of, if you were like outside or something, or like in a car window, or like in a car, and the wind came through, it's probably just going to like, just fly right apart, because it doesn't take much force at all to separate them. But if you were just simply trying to like take a couple pieces of paper and then just like hook them together and then just like to keep on your desk or maybe give somebody or something, I think it'd probably be fine. But just know that it is not comparable to a stapler. It's not comparable to regular staples, but goes through 5 sheets, connects the paper together, so does what it says it'll do. All right, so this is our next product. This product is a battery-powered portable blender. And I'm just letting you know, just up front before I even test anything or do anything. Mentally, I have already trashed this product. I don't think this thing is going to be worth anything. I don't think it's going to be worth the box that they ship it to you in. There's certain things in this world that should be battery powered. I don't believe that a blender is one of those things. I have a feeling this thing is probably going to lack the power to be able to do what it needs to do. And it also just purely doesn't even make sense, because check it out. So we don't need that. So this is the blender. Like, I guess the idea behind this is that you put all your ingredients, your water, whatever, inside of this blender, and then you take this off with you to the gym or your work or whatever, and then whenever you're ready to have whatever it is, you turn it on, you blend it up, and then you can take the top off, and then you drink out of it, which kind of seems like that would be a good idea, but it doesn't make any sense. Because why would you not just have a blender at home, or get one of the portable blenders that has like a lid and everything built into it, but it has the base that stays at home, and then you can put the ingredients in it and then blend it up and then just put the lid on and take it with you? That makes a million times more sense than this. I don't understand why you'd carry this big bulky battery pack blender around whenever you could just have that. I don't think this is going to perform the way that it needs to. I've already like written this thing off as garbage, but we'll see. We're going to blend 2 things. Two of what I would say are probably the most common things that people are going to blend into a smoothie. I have frozen fruit, and then I have, well, I got something else, but we'll get to that in a minute. Come on, man. Really? Oh, all right. The first thing that I want to do, I want to take 1 frozen strawberry and see if it has the power to blend that up. Because honestly, I don't think it's even going to have the power to blend up 1 strawberry. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. think I stand corrected. That actually isn't too bad. Again, that's only one strawberry. If we actually put enough in there for a real smoothie, let's see what happens then. Oh. Get another strawberry in there. It's probably about right, don't you think? Probably something like that. And if you were paying attention, you could see or hear that it was very, every time I would hit the strawberry, you could feel you could hear the motor like strain to get through it. 3, 2, 1. It won't even turn. Ooh. Okay, maybe you gotta just do it slow. Oh, now we might be getting somewhere. Oh, look at that. Oh, it doesn't look like it's too chunky either. Let me give this a taste. It's good. I mean, not that the blender would change the taste. It's not chunky. It's actually like, you know, blended like you would expect it to be blended. I kind of stand corrected. It works. It is obviously underpowered because you got to kind of, you know, shake it back and forth and work with it a little bit. It can't just power through like a regular blender would. It got the job done. Let's try the other thing we got. So I probably should have done this second item first, because the only reason I bought this second item was because I didn't think it was going to make it through the fruit. But the second item is kale, which honestly I don't even know what kale is. I think it's like somebody's lawn clippings that they put in a bag. It just looks like a really weird lettuce. I'm sure it should probably be able to handle this. I don't know why you would want to blend this up and drink it anyway. It looks absolutely disgusting, and it smells like grass. Like literally just smells like grass. And it's really messy. Like, what is this? This is just like my life. It just falls all over the place. Okay, that should be enough. Let's just brush that off to the side. Sure, looks good to me. 3, 2, 1. It can't do the kale either. Maybe we gotta do the same trick. It really can't. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Maybe we'll get somewhere now. I can feel it struggling real bad. Oh, let's tilt it up this way. It doesn't really seem to be grinding it up. Wait a minute, did it get started again? Okay. I guess that's like a timer on it, like a 30-second timer or something. Oh, it's struggling bad. It's struggling real bad. Oh, then it quit. And this red light keeps blinking. I'm assuming that means that it's like... feels like it's just about to give out. Yeah, there it is. Obviously the water's all green and stuff now, but I can see right here that there's still huge chunks of kale in there. I mean, it's not ground up. I mean, this has been like 3 cycles. It seems to be like it's getting a little bit smoother. It's pretty much ground up the very, very big pieces, and then the smaller pieces, it just kind of swirls them around. It doesn't actually do anything. Not that this isn't even part of the review. This review isn't about what this tastes like. This is about how good this thing works. But just because I know you guys, I'm sure just would love to see it, I'm going to taste it. People do this. There's people out there that put this stuff in a blender and blend it up and drink it. For what? What do you get from this? This is disgusting. My final review of this blender is pretty much what I thought in the beginning. Technically, if you want to be super technical, technically it works. Like with the fruit, it actually did a pretty good job. It's so unpractical that it just doesn't make any sense. I can't think of a single reason why you would need, unless there's some very, very super specific reason I'm not thinking of, why you would need to bring a blender with you and why you couldn't just blend something before you go somewhere. Like I said, unless there's some super specific reason I'm not thinking of, this whole thing doesn't make sense. It's very underpowered. It's just gonna be more trouble than it's worth. Pretty much what I thought. All right, so our fourth item is the Easy Egg Cracker. And let me just say, I don't know where this thing came from or if this has something wrong with it or what, but it is extremely sticky and it kind of freaks me out. Like can you hear that? So what we need to know is if this is easier than cracking an egg the regular way. So the way this thing works is you put your egg in here. I'm not actually going to do it yet, but then you push this and then it just cracks it and breaks it open. And then we're going to crack this egg the old-fashioned way, and then we're going to crack another egg with the egg cracker and see how the two methods compare. This is how you would crack a regular egg. Normally you would just get something to crack it with. Crack it in there. And then you just take your shell out. That's how you would normally crack an egg. Didn't take long at all. And then now let's compare that to this. See if this is any better. 3, 2. Whoa. That actually worked perfect. Like really perfect. No shell. You don't have to get anything to take the shell out with. That was really, really good. And you can just dump the shell out like that. Let's try that again. This might be the best way to crack eggs that I've ever seen. Let's go again. That is so perfect. I'm actually really surprised. Like I kind of thought that maybe it would work, but maybe it would work kind of like halfway or something. This works really, really good. And it also comes with a little add-on feature. This right here, which is a little bowl to catch the yolk in case you just want the egg whites. See what that does? That is so perfect. This is like one of the few products that like you see, like I've seen on TV or whatever, and you get it and it legitimately works exactly the way it's supposed to. There's really not a whole lot else to test. It works great. So let's move on. So this is our next product. Pizza scissors. We've pretty much all been cutting pizza the exact same way for who knows how many years. You get the cutter. I don't even have one. Usually if I have a pizza, I just hack it to pieces with a knife pretty much. But we all know the regular pizza cutter with the wheel and you just and then your pizza's cut and everything's fine. So let's try some pizza scissors. Weird concept, but oh. Okay. I mean, obviously I think they're gonna work. It's just kind of weird. And let's see if we can. Then you pull it out there and put it on your thing. This is gonna be messed up, but I want to get a full slice. Okay. So then there we go. That actually works pretty good. Set it off there, and now you got this messed up piece. It's kind of, you see how whenever I first go to cut it, watch. Whenever the first time, like the first squeeze or whatever, that time it didn't really do it. But before, it would just kind of like smash it, and then the second slice would actually cut it, which obviously isn't really a big deal. It's just kind of, it's not really the best. I don't really like this. I feel like this is just kind of like overcomplicated, and I feel like just a regular pizza cutter like we've been using our entire lives, I feel like that does the job way faster, and it's proven. This works. I'm just not really personally a fan of it. I think it's kind of just over-engineered. That's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Still have hats and shirts for sale. Those will also be linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.